Hi, it's Kim from KTB Creates. Today's video will be a special collaboration with Brittany from Brittany Allan Crafts. We will be using some trash to create some treasures in taking some everyday items that you have around your house that you normally be throwing away or recycling. We are going to actually use them to recreate some beautiful decorative pieces for your home. I will leave a link in the description box below for Brittany's video, so as soon as you're done watching here, please head on over to her channel and check her video out and let her know that I sent you. Let's go ahead and get into our projects. Okay, so for the first DIY, you're gonna need I guess a decent size cardboard box. I'm using this Cheez-It box, and then 3 aluminum cans. These were larger. Crushed tomatoes were in these cans, so I just saved 3 of them, took off the labels, and now I'm gonna go in and paint them with my chalk paint in white. And I am curious because I know I watch a lot of other YouTubers and I enjoy watching people paint. It's oddly like therapeutic to me, but I sometimes edit through all of this, so I'm just curious. Let me know in the comments section if you would rather that I leave all this in or if I edit this all out. So next you're going to take your Cheez-It box, and I am just measuring because I'm going to cut off the top portion of this box because this is going to be where you're going to put your napkins. So I'm just taking a black permanent marker and I'm just marking where the top of the can meets the box. And then I am going to just draw a line all around the box, and that will be my measuring point to then just cut the box top off. So that's what it looks like when you're all finished and you have it all cut off. And then you're going to want to just go in, and I just hot glued the flaps together so that they stayed together permanently. So you can kind of see how it's coming all together. I did want to stop and take a moment to talk about my friend Brittany. She does have a really great channel where she does a lot of DIYs and different haul videos and some shop with me's. So you're definitely going to want to go over to her channel and check out her videos. She does some really cool boho type DIYs, so you will just love her channel. So be sure to stop on over there when you are finished here and check her out. Let her know that I sent you too. So now we're going to go back in. I had some contact paper. I purchased a roll of this at Walmart a long time ago. So I am just using this to cover my box. So you can use any type of, paper or contact paper that you have on hand. It is a bit tricky to make sure you get everything lined up. But that's okay because we're going to actually go in and cover it with a little bit of burlap. Then you're just going to fold the bottom as you would like a present. And you'll see I just trimmed off the top a little bit just to make it look a little bit better. So now I'm just taking some burlap that I've had for a long time. I did purchase this from burlapfabric.com. I do love them, and they have great prices. So I'm just taking this piece of burlap and I'm just going to kind of edge the top of the little box with the burlap just to dress it up a little bit and give it, I don't know, a little bit more pizzazz, I guess. You could probably use, if you want a different look, you could probably use any sort of ribbon that you like. You could probably use some washi tape if you have different washi tapes that you would want to use. But I like more of that farmhouse rustic look, so I am using burlap. Okay, so once you do that with your box, and then I went ahead and did the burlap lining on all the tops of all of the cans as well, I did decide to take some nautical rope from the Dollar Tree and create like a little handle that I'm gonna hot glue to the box right in the middle there. So all I did was I measured how long I wanted it to be, and then I knotted each end of it, and I just hot glued each knot to the box. Then I took my handy dandy Silhouette Cameo, and I created some lettering for the cans that say spoons, forks, and knives. This is the font Skinny that I did download from defont.com. But so then I'm just going to add those to my little cans. And then I'm also going to add a label to the box that says napkins. And there's different ways that you could do this too. If you don't have a vinyl cutting machine, you could print out pictures of a spoon, a fork, and a knife, and just like Mod Podge them on the cans. You could add tags to them. There's a lot of different ways that you can dress them up if you don't have a vinyl cutting machine, but I do like to utilize mine whenever I can. So I had made a mistake, and I actually hot glued everything to this piece of cardboard prior to putting the contact paper on the box and everything. So that's why it looks the way it does. But you're going to want to take a piece of cardboard, and I just painted it in the chalk paint in white. And this is just going to serve as a sturdy base for everything that you could just glue everything to, just to make it a little bit sturdier. So it doesn't need to be that big because you don't really want to see it. You want to kind of hide it with everything. So that's all I'm doing here. I am just going to hot glue everything into place, and then make sure that you do also hot glue each item together as well, just to make sure that it's nice and sturdy and nothing's going anywhere. And this is how the first DIY turned out. I love this. I know whenever I have company over and things like that, I'm always looking for something to put all my utensils in, just to dress things up a bit and make everything look nice. So I hope you find this helpful and something cute that you could use. So our next DIY, I took a Folgers coffee can. It's one of the really large sizes, and I simply am going to use my chalk paint in white again. I did have to do 3 coats of this just to cover all the red and the label and everything, and I did paint the can as well as that black lid as well. So you just want to do 3 coats on everything. So once you have all 3 coats on, I decided to go ahead and put on some vinyl lettering again. I just made a cute little saying that says this and that. And I actually put in here my hot glue sticks because I use the really long hot glue sticks. So it works out perfectly for that. So I am just going to add that little label to the center of the can as well. And again, you don't have to use vinyl lettering. You could use some lettering from the Dollar Tree or print something out from your printer. So now I want to make the lid have like more of a wood look to it. I'm taking these paints from Apple Barrel Paint in Light Mocha, Classic Caramel, and Burnt Umber. And I am just going to create a faux wood look with it. There's really no rhyme or reason to my method here. I start out with the burnt umber, and then I go through the medium color and then lighter color. And I'm just more or less dry brushing it on and really working it into the piece in a kind of in a messy fashion. But then you'll see I start to create like a circle pattern with it to make it look like more of a wood grain. So I'm just gonna keep layering all of the colors on until I'm satisfied with the look. So when I am done with everything and the paint is dry, you do want to make sure that you go in and cover all of this with some Mod Podge or a clear spray paint, just because the paint will chip off of the plastic. So it's just a protection layer. And then I didn't show this in the video, but I did have a large wooden knob that I purchased from Amazon that I'm going to use as a little knob for the top of this lid to make it look more like a canister. And this is how DIY number 2 turned out. I really love this one. I think this is probably my favorite one out of the 3 DIYs because it's very functional and I just love the way it looks. I think it looks like an old time canister. So those Folger coffee containers are really cool. They're really sturdy and you could probably create a cute little canister set with them as well. So let me know what you think about this one. And then for my final DIY, this is the easiest one. This is a large Coffee Mate creamer can. I already took off the label, but it's that flavored creamer. I love the French vanilla. And so all I did was I took off the label and I rinsed it out really well. And now I'm going to go in with my chalk paint in white. I am using the Rust-Oleum chalk paint here. It's a really good chalk paint, just as good as your Waverly. It's a little bit thinner than Waverly, but it's so much better because it's a bigger can. So that's what I'm doing here. Again, you're going to need 3 coats of this just to make sure it covers really well. And you're going to want to cover the whole container as well as this little red piece. Now, this was really hard to get really good coverage on. And I will say that the paint was chipping a little bit in between drying times. So just be careful with that. You want to do nice thin coats, and it's better to do it thinner and then have to do more coats than have it chip. So once everything is dry, again, I am using some decals here. So because I thought this jug reminded me of like an old time milk jug. Then I also took some nautical rope and tied 2 knots on the end just to make like a little faux handle for it. I'm going to use this to decorate above my kitchen cabinets, and I am just simply hot gluing it onto the can, and I just love the way it turned out. I think it's adorable. So here is what that finished product looks like. And again, I think it's so cute and it's going to add some nice little touch to my decorations above my kitchen cabinets. I hope you enjoyed all 3 of these crafts. Don't forget to click that like button, click on that subscribe button, and tap that notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you are all well, and I will see you all very soon.